Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here with a special commentary. So I should say, sitting in for Paul Harvey today with a special commentary. And the commentary is on your society in America. Mr. Harvey, if you can listen to me up there with the boss, you agree that this is a commentary that needs to be done. In the past year, you have, through your surrogates in the Supreme Court, that the jokers that you voted for in the Congress, and those jokers nominated the president, he's one of the jokers, nominated the people here, and the other jokers from his party, and some from the other party, voted for the appointment of these different 9 justices during the decades here. Okay? And in the past year, you have struck down Roe versus Wade and affirmative action. Okay. And there's one guy there, Edward Blum, that says, oh yeah, and we got a lot more to do. But people like Edward Blum and those jokers who you voted for, who turned around and put the people that they thought would be towing the party line for them in the Supreme Court, here I say this is the problem with your society, Americans. So you tore down Roe versus Wade and affirmative action. But when you put affirmative action down in 1970 something there, well, it started with Brown versus Board of Education in 1954, and then continued on with subsequent things till affirmative action became part law, and Roe versus Wade in 1973. You did know at the time that those were temporary measures, so you fixed your society. Well, like everything else down the line, you kicked the can down the road, and here you are, 50 plus years later. You tore down Roe versus Wade. You never put anything to replace it. You tearing down affirmative action. You still got the same problems you did 50 plus years ago, and you got nothing to replace it. Therefore, what kind of advanced society are you if you got nothing to replace something that you put there as a temporary measure that became long-term? I don't think the people who voted for Roe versus Wade in 1973 would see it stand for almost 50 years. I don't think the people who voted for affirmative action would see it stand for almost 60 years. But here we are, with the same stupid way of thinking as those peoples back in the 60s and 70s had about the situation. You haven't changed an iota. So, Mr. Harvey, with your permission, I could say that the American people have watermelons for brains, and their so-called leaders are no leaders at all. This is your favorite alien sitting in for Paul Harvey. And again, Mr. Harvey up there with the boss, with your permission, I'll say, it's a shame they never listened to you. Good day.